Okay, today guys we're gonna learn something about Australian history.
Yay!
Convict history!
Nicola and Hugh gonna make some videos. You could watch them and say,
What a nice!
my Korean husband.
Hey guys, we're here at Hyde Barracks, which is in sort of the middle of Sydney, and it was originally built in 1819 and it was to house convict men and boys. Australia used to be a penal colony, so Indigenous Australians have been in Australia for over 50,000 years, but European settlement only sort of began about 220 years ago, and so this is one of the first buildings that was in Sydney, and it was one of the first buildings actually to house convicts like this. So there were many reasons why Britain was sending convicts to Australia. So America wasn't letting convicts being sent to America anymore. There was the Industrial Revolution, there was an increase in population, especially in London. There was social injustice.
Yeah, let's go!
Okay. So you can see here, so convict barracks from 1819 to 1848, and then it was used as immigration depot, so 1848 to 1886, and then it was, after that it was law courts and offices. So the buildings had a lot of uses. What is this?
No.
Okay, so these are like mummified mice.
Yeah. Is it real?
Yeah, they're real.
Mummy.
They're mummies. So under the floor live rats, and they made these like strange tunnels down here in the, I think it's limestone down here, and so you can see there's some fake rats down there. But when they pulled up the floorboards, they found this really strange formation down here that was made by rats. Really big map here. So
Where's Korea?
when is this map from?
It's
1800. Let's have a look. 1800. And over here.
where's Korea?
Okay, so here, New South Wales. It's actually, here you can see it's called New Holland. Terra
Philippines.
Australis. And then up here,
Korean city.
you're going to put some convict clothes on. Like that, yeah. This is the whip. Oh. No. I don't think the convicts thought that was hip-hop fashion. So here we've got a really good display of the type of food the convicts would be eating here. So you can see it's really like somebody's hands here eating the food, and you can see what the type of food was. Okay, so here you can see the Hyde Barracks and the type of clothes that they were wearing, and actually they were allowed to leave during the day, so it wasn't like they were locked up all the time. They did labour and they were allowed to leave the barracks during the day and then come back at night, and they would check to make sure they weren't smuggling things in and out. So you can see these checking there. So was this what Sydney was like? This is 30 years after settlement. And because we actually live in Sydney, it's really interesting to see places that we know now, and just seeing how different they are now compared to back then. So you can see here it says nearly all of the colonies, shopkeepers and small traders were ex-convicts. So for some convicts, actually they had much better life once they served their time and came to Australia, and they had land and they opened up shops, and a life that they would never have been able to have in England at all. Of course, it wasn't great for everybody. There was the Aboriginal people that this is their land. They were already living here, had been for thousands and thousands of years. In this painting, you can see that there's some Aboriginal people here. But of course, in reality, it was a much more sad and difficult situation for them because the British did not acknowledge that this was their land at all, and it was stolen from them. Okay, so you can see this is a map of Sydney here, and let's just, so that was back then, and we're just going to have a look, see how it is now. So after Hyde Park's Barracks was, it housed convicts, but then later it housed the orphan girls from Ireland. And then they went out to work or get married. So I'm wearing some replica clothes, which I didn't put on very well, but fabric's just so heavy and uncomfortable, and I can't imagine wearing this type of clothing in Australian heat. I mean, like, it just must have been horrible for women to have petticoats, which you saw fell down and I couldn't keep them up. Creepy. Can you hear the sound of ghosts? So on some of these they have it, I think their details written. So when they were born. Ticket of leave. They started talking. Oh, it scared me. Can you hear that? Oh. Guys, that scared me. There's like convict voices when you step in a certain place and then it starts talking and you think it's a ghost.
Talk. Don't talk.
Look at this. So this is where people,
My sweet.
where people would have slept. So guys, you can see how close the hammocks are there. So there would have been, you know, so many men crammed in here at night, stinky, dirty men, all sleeping in here. It's quite creepy actually. But yeah, you're allowed to sort of play on these and, you know, get into them if you want to. So, oh, you're gonna break that one. You like it?
Yes.
Yeah. Really? Like Korean army service, Korean
Yes,
military
yeah.
service.
We sleep together
Yeah.
next to each other.
Mm.
Touching.
Would you say touching each other?
No.
Database over here, so you can search for convict ancestors here. What do you think? I'm not sure there's going to be any guans in Australian convicts. Want to try? Okay, so we want to clear. Okay. I didn't even finish putting it in, all the way in, and it told me that there's none. So look at this. I didn't even have to finish spelling out Guan, and it told me like, no Korean convicts. Where are you? It's scary. Where did he go? Where are you? There you are. Oh, okay. It's dark.
You can't see me.
It's pretty dark.
And give it to me.
No, I can see you now. Actually, it's okay. I'm not giving it through that hole.
No, give it to me. Can't come here.
Why? You're the convict. I'm like the prison guard watching. So at night, you're locked in there, and I'm just checking you here.
Scary.
Get back to bed. Get back to bed, you dirty convict. I'm gonna whip you with the cat o' nine tails. So yeah, it's quite interesting here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you, it's got a lot about Australian convict history and a lot about the history of this building. And it's a nice, cheap museum to go to. And what are you doing? Yeah, so if you're in Sydney, it's a good place to check out, and I think you can learn a lot from here, especially a lot of people don't really know that much about Australia's past, and it's quite interesting except for the scary ghost sounds sometimes, yeah.